The African sun crests over the horizon, painting the savanna in shades of blood orange and gold, signaling the start of a day where giants will meet.
A severe drought has turned the lush plains into a dust bowl, forcing the largest land mammals to converge on the last remaining water source.
Among the tall grass, a massive bull African elephant emerges, his tusks scarred by decades of survival and dominance.
Blocking his path to the water is a black rhinoceros, a living fortress of muscle and aggression, unwilling to yield his territory.
The air grows heavy with tension as these two prehistoric titans stare each other down, a clash of wills before the clash of bodies. The rhino charges with surprising speed, a ton of momentum aimed directly at the elephant's trunk, kicking up a storm of red earth. The elephant lets out a deafening trumpet that shakes the very ground, raising his ears to appear even more colossal. With a swift movement, the elephant uses his tusks to parry the rhino's horn, the sound of impact echoing like a thunderclap across the plains. They grapple in a dance of raw power, the elephant's sheer mass slowly pushing the stubborn rhino back into the dry brush. Realizing the futility of the fight, the rhino snorts and retreats, leaving the waterhole to the true king of the savanna. The scene shifts to the crushing depths of the Southern Ocean, where the largest creature to ever live, the blue whale, glides through the abyss. A pod of orcas, the wolves of the sea, appear from the darkness, their sleek black and white bodies moving with lethal coordination. The orcas begin their hunt, circling the whale in an attempt to separate a calf or find a weakness in the giant's flank. The blue whale beats its massive fluke against the surface, creating waves so large they could capsize a small ship. Deep underwater, the whale emits a low-frequency moan that resonates through the water, a sonic shield against its attackers. The orcas strike, biting at the whale's fins, but the giant's skin is thick and its endurance is legendary. With one powerful surge, the blue whale dives into the lightless depths where the orcas cannot follow, escaping into the cold silence. The ocean calms, the surface reflecting the silver moon as the colossus of the deep continues its ancient migration. In the frozen reaches of the Arctic, a polar bear, the apex predator of the ice, scans the horizon for his next meal. A massive colony of walruses has hauled out onto a rocky island, their tusks gleaming like ivory daggers in the pale sun. The bear knows a direct attack is suicide. He must use stealth and timing to challenge a bull walrus 3 times his weight. The bear lunges, a blur of white fur and claws, scattering the smaller walruses into the freezing surf. An enormous bull walrus rears up, bellowing a challenge, his tusks ready to pierce anything that comes too close. The bear and the walrus clash at the water's edge, a battle of claw against tusk in the sub-zero temperatures. The bear manages to land a blow, but the walrus's thick blubber acts as natural armor, protecting its vital organs. With a powerful thrust, the walrus knocks the bear back into the slushy ice, showing the strength of the Arctic giant. Both predators retreat to lick their wounds, the harsh environment reminding them that survival is the only true victory. Deep in the murky rivers of the Amazon, a black caiman, the lord of the reptiles, waits in silent ambush. A family of capybaras drinks at the edge, unaware that a prehistoric monster is gliding toward them under the surface. Suddenly, a jaguar, the ultimate feline colossus, pounces from the overhanging branches, targeting the caiman instead of the prey. The water explodes as the jaguar grapples with the armored reptile, a battle between the forest's most specialized killers. The caiman attempts a death roll, dragging the cat into the deep, but the jaguar's bite force is designed to crush bone.
With a final, desperate surge, the jaguar drags the caiman onto the muddy bank, proving why it is the ghost of the jungle. Across the world, in the Himalayas, the takin, a golden-furred beast of legend, climbs the treacherous cliffs. It encounters a snow leopard, the gray ghost of the peaks, guarding a narrow pass through the frozen clouds.
There is no room to pass. The two mountain colossi must decide who owns the high ground. The takin lowers its heavy horns, charging with the weight of the mountain behind it, forcing the leopard to leap into the void. The leopard lands safely on a lower ledge, watching as the golden beast claims the path, a mutual respect between survivors. As night falls across the globe, the colossi of the earth, sea, and sky settle into the shadows, their battles part of an eternal cycle. In the world of giants, every day is a clash for dominance, yet every sunset brings the quiet majesty of the wild back to life.